All right.
La canzone si intitola Song for You, è uno dei brani che fanno parte di Midnight, il secondo album di Mid. Sono Giorgio Valletta e sono qui con voi insieme a Mid in persona qui su Radio Raheem. Hello and welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Bienvenue, but my French is very bad. So
my Italian is even worse, so don't worry.
I'll keep on speaking in English if you forgive me. So I was talking about Midnight. This is your second album. It comes out 4 years after your previous work, your previous long-playing. So it's got a very interesting story that maybe you can tell us. For instance, I read that your hard disk crashed.
Yeah,
you lost all your master files at a certain point.
At the end, we were like a few weeks of doing starting the new campaign. We call that a campaign because you go on war with your new album. And I lost my hard drive coming back from holidays actually. And I lost it, and I had to finish back because I got backups, but not finished songs, and I had to finish again, which is horrible. You have to know, as an artist, finishing song, it's really hard.
It's the toughest part, maybe,
yeah,
because you really have to look for the perfect sound.
And you are the only one that can know if a song is finished or not. You're the artist is the only one, so. The idea finishing again those two songs, which were The Wizard and Song for You, we just heard. I was like, where can I find new energy to finish again? And I was like, oh, maybe the good idea could be like to ask my audience to finish it with me. And so I put 5 cameras in my studio and I locked myself in my studio for a week and I streamed that live on Twitch for a week.
And you got a few viewers. A very few.
I'll tell you, I'm really happy that people were there to watch me. But the weirdest was that people were watching me during the night when I was sleeping. And there was something like 200 people per night looking at me sleeping.
Incredible.
Which is not really interesting because I don't move when I sleep.
Do you snore at night?
I snore and I talk.
Okay, so it's interesting, you see.
Maybe there was like few production secrets during the night, but but that was a really interesting and maybe the most special experience of my life. Because I didn't get the feedbacks from the outside. I didn't put the chat of Twitch, which is a big thing for the Twitchers. So I removed it. And I was by myself with some friends who came to party with me, make music with me. And I got my daily routine of like living also as a musician, but as a human too. And I finished those songs, which was the most important.
In a spectacular way, let's say.
In a way, yeah.
And maybe accidents are not accidents in your case, because we listened to a song for you just now, and this is a song which seemed to contain a mistake. There's a pitch down bit. When I listened to it for the first time, I thought, oh, the player has gone mad. And it's typical of you because you like little glitches, little mistakes in your songs.
I like glitches in music. I like accidents in music. I like when life is imperfect, and I'm pretty open to accept everything that is new and special. And so that's what you can listen, you can hear in my music and in all the experiences. So let's say that maybe the loss of those hard drives is like maybe the final touch of like all that about looking for mistakes and looking for accidents.
Wow. So let's talk about yourself and how you started producing music. Maybe some people still don't know about you. It's crazy, but it could happen.
No.
And they're listening to us. So you come from Lille, which is in northern France, if I'm right?
Yeah, if I want to explain, it's like the Manchester of France.
Wow. Really? Are there other important music people that come from Lille that we should know about?
There is like a scene in Lille. There is a scene in Reims too, which is not really far, but actually Lille is in the middle of Paris, London, Amsterdam, Belgium too, like Brussels. Yeah. So it's like really in the middle of lots of big electronic music capitals. So there is a special energy there. So maybe I'm sure that growing there led me to electronic music.
Yeah, but before going solo, you were part of a group called Club Cheval.
Yeah.
So what was it like?
For me, it was amazing. You know, when you grow up as a musician, you don't know how to do music. You don't know how to finish an album, how to finish a song. So I think it's really important to grow up with a team. At some point, you get really frustrated because having a band, it's putting lots of stuff apart.
You can't do your own thing at a certain point.
You cannot do everything. You have to work for the team. Yeah. So at some point, I've done my stuff, but those years was like were like a really, really good adventure. And I learned how to DJ with them. I toured around the world with them, and I still love them as brothers. But at some point, it helped me to know that I need to be a musician by myself.
Yeah. And then you started releasing music on your own. And in 2021, if I'm right, Born a Loser came out, your first album. And we're going to talk about it later, but I want to play a song from that record. Should I play the original version or the one with Johnny?
Oh, the Sun. You can play the one with Johnny, yeah.
Okay. This is Mid the Sun.
promise you full disclosure. I take it back. Always on the run, towards the sun. We always wonder why we love it, why we love. Always on the run, towards the sun. We always wonder why we love it, why we love. Always on the run, towards the sun. We always wonder why we love it, why we love. Always on the run, towards the sun.
I guess we can say quite shortly that this is the most popular track from Born a Loser, the
It
first
is.
mid-album. I counted something like 100 million streams only on Spotify.
Yes, exactly. There's lots of people listening to this song. That's crazy, no?
Yeah. So how did you react after releasing the album? Did you feel? I'm talking about the first album, Born a Loser, 4 years ago. Actually, we were also in the middle of lockdowns. It was a very strange time. So did you feel like a release? And obviously, you wanted to DJ and to perform as much as possible and to play these tracks, I guess.
Yeah, but at the same time, I was really happy because most of my songs, I always love to talk to my audience and to talk about being all together when I'm talking, even in the new songs like Our Home, or when I'm talking about the first song I released from the album was Together We Stand.
I have the T-shirt. I forgot it at home, but I got it.
Thank you. I will send you a new one for the new album.
Excellent.
Up to date. No, but and the first feedback I got from the album about Together We Stand, for example, and it was like people were happy to have this music that helped them during COVID to feel a bit more happy than what they were by themselves at home. So, I mean, it showed me that music is not only like performing, touring, having feedbacks now. It took a bit more time, but I think it was for the better, and it helped me like to know that I can also take my time to release music and not be in the vortex of like being fast, touring, and the tour, the gig, traveling a lot, and etc. And being a musician is also like releasing music. People listen to it, they love it, and okay, life is good.
And this is the moment where life is good, because obviously you're here in Milan for playing tonight.
Yeah.
In Triennale. So people who are in Milan are obviously invited to come and see you performing and play music tonight.
Yeah.
But going back to the first album and to Midnight, what's the main difference in your view between these two records? What did you try to do with the new record that you didn't in the first place 4 years ago?
I think that's maybe the opposite. I think I tried on the first album to put all my influences together and to try. There was a bit of a concept. I was like, okay, I love electronic music. I want to write songs. I have stuff to say, but also I like electronic music, and I tried to put everything together. On this new album, let's say it's a more something more natural. I was coming back from 3 years of touring, and after those 3 years of touring, I was so impatient to go back in studio and do music that I went in studio directly, and I started to do music, still sweaty from the club in a way. So I've done like electronic music directly, and so I would say this album is more direct and more like intuitive. And thanks to Thomas Bangalter from Daft Punk,
Wow.
he gave me like this advice, because everyone put lots of pressure on me because the first album was kind of well received. And everyone was like, second album, be careful because people are waiting for you. And and me, I was not that stressed out. And I've seen Thomas Bangalter in a party, and I was like, oh, I have to start my new album really soon. What's your advice? How did you start a discovery? And he was like, don't worry, man. You know how to do music. Go in your studio. Start by doing music, like automatic writing. And you will see, start from that. And that's what I've done. And because I was coming back from the dance music and from the clubs, the festivals, it started with club music, and I followed this lead, and that's what I really deeply wanted to do because it was natural.
She said that I'd be taking too long, and I can't see the light, I think the blessing is gone. My perspective is wrong, rest straight to your arms, this is where I belong. Never get down on yourself, sometimes life can be so hard. I'm still the fly snake ain't here, it's been like that since the schoolyard.
Es otra noche de verano, sonaba esta canción por la radio mientras vamos caminando por el hood con mis hermanos. Decime a dónde nos vamos, escuchamos Daft Punk en el auto, baby, come on, it's the summer. Y yo no parle pa' francés, pero je m'appelle Mateo, watch, ahora me conoce. Aunque estoy seguro que me viste en internet, un guacho turro que trae el piquete de Sayan 50.
All That Glitters Is Not Gold, another track from Midnight, the new album by Mid, and this is done with two guests who are Tueno and Channel Tres. We were talking about collaborations, and you love collaborating with other musicians, with other people.
If they are good, yes.
That's a good answer. Also, you were mentioning Thomas Bangalter, and obviously Daft Punk are in the heart of everyone who loves electronic music.
You have to tell everyone the story you just told me that
well,
you invited like a...
It's not that important, but yeah, we were talking
that's
off air about the other Daft Punk, Guy Manuel de Homem Cristo, and I had the honor to DJ with him in Torino in 2000 when he was also performing as part of a duo called Le Night Club with the Cri d'Amour label. Yeah.
That's legendary.
And he was unmasked because they decided the following year to start putting on masks.
I'm always saying about Daft Punk that their genius is really genius when you think about those masks, because the concept itself is really bad. I mean, you have
but
a
they
duo.
did it in a brilliant way.
Yeah, you have a duo of electronic music, and you're like, we're gonna wear a robot mask and pretend we are robots. It's so cheesy and bad, and they managed to make it so cool and legendary. That's where they are legends.
Well, maybe they had a very good manager as well. Maybe you know him.
Good transition. You're a DJ.
Okay, let's say hello to Busy Peep, head of Intel, who's the guy in charge of Headbanger Records. You're recording for Headbanger, so I guess you owe him a lot of advice as well.
Of course. He support and advice. And what's impressive with him is like he really finds his place near the artist to push them. And I think his main quality is to let the artist be artists and let them do what they want and who they are, instead of because that's funny because sometimes I'm at Banger office and Pedro received lots of demos,
Yeah.
USBs, CDs, MP3, emails, blah blah blah. And you know what? He received lots of music that looks like and sounds like headbanger music already, which is a problem because Pedro is like, okay, but I already got those artists and they are influencing you. Why are you sending me headbanger music that has already been released?
He needs something new, something fresh.
And that's what he likes, and that's why he always signed like Justice because they were doing new music, Sebastian, Wazo, and all those artists because they were doing something new. And he's pushing. And the first advice he gave me in my career when I came to him to make him listen to my first EP was like, no, but let's keep it. You should keep it simple. And it was about the sun, precisely. My demo of the sun was not named the sun. It was like a random name. And I was like, no, I need to find a weird name, a concept, and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, your song is talking about the sun. And you are like always like smiling and you're sunny in a way. Call it the sun. Be simple, be yourself. And it sounds cheesy, but he was right.
Wow. We're talking a lot about the French scene, but it struck me to read an interview where you mentioned that your earliest influences for, as music producer were British acts from the 90s.
Yeah.
People like Fatboy Slim, the Chemical Brothers, the Prodigy.
I think that maybe because when you're young, you don't really want to like music that is on radio or on TV. So, and in France, on TV and on radio, there was Cassius, there was Daft Punk, there was Superman Lover, if you remember.
Mojo.
Mojo, which were really good artists, and
Yeah.
I think they influenced me. But when, as a rebel kid, that I was not at all. But,
You wanted to go against the mainstream.
I wanted to go a bit more like with niche stuff for me, and so it was more like UK electronic music, and I was really influenced by, and I was listening all day Chemical Brothers album, Basement Jaxx album, Fatboy Slim album, and the first act that made me buy turntables or want turntables was Fatboy Slim on Brighton Beach. I bought the DVD of Fatboy Slim
and
playing.
you were shocked to see him.
I was shocked because before that I've seen DJs before on video, not in clubs. I was too young, and it was maybe Carl Cox, which was a bit dark in a way. He was a bit on his turntables, playing with 3 or 4 vinyl turntables, really concentrated and focused and blah blah blah.
His music was also a bit stronger, more techno.
A bit dark for a kid I was, or a teenager I was. And I've seen Fatboy Slim, and I was like, oh my god, he's playing like a good music. He's sometimes playing funny music because he used to play like. For example, he could play a Spice Girls song. I don't know if it was Spice Girls or something like that.
Something very poppy.
Really poppy, but remixed. And he was really positive, smiley, and I really loved that. And I was like, okay, I need to learn how to DJ.
Yeah, incredible. Which leads me to ask you something else, because your style in music is, as you said, very, very bright, very sunny, very positive, but there's also melancholic shadow behind some of your tracks. There's this contrast which plays in an excellent way. So where does it come from? Where the other side, the dark side of mid comes from?
No, I'm human, and also I'm French. So you have to if you listen to any French artist, there is always a bit of melancholy and romanticism.
Yeah.
It's our Baudelaire heritage. No, always a little bit of melancholy in us, and that's maybe the quality, and that maybe what we call French touch too. It could be like this mix of melancholy and dance music, I would say. Like when you listen to Daft Punk song, there is always a bit of melancholy. When you listen to a Justice song too, when you listen to French 70s pop from Michel Berger, even if it's dance and a bit like even Brazilian music, there is always a little bit of a bittersweet vibe. So I think that maybe that's my French heritage, and yeah.
So we were talking about classic French pop music, and you also remix artists like Charles Gainsbourg that we just listened to, and you like doing remixes, isn't it? Yeah.
I love it. That's a good exercise. Not always easy, but that's a good way to get inspired. Like when you get like stems from other artists. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk about Italy now and Italian music, and I'm gonna start from far away because there's an artist who left us last year, very sadly, and you remixed a very classic cult track from him from 1980. It wasn't even a very big success at the time, but it stuck around for years and years, and it became a classic over the years. So who made you know about Ma Quale Idea by Pino D'Angio?
Everyone knows this song. So
okay, was it already popular in France?
Yeah, it's big. It's a big song, and and it's a classic. And they asked me to remix it, so which was not an easy exercise, you know. It's always easier to remix a bad song than a good song. Yeah,
because you have to improve on the original, it's impossible sometimes.
So I just made it a bit more ravey with like a bridge. I just made it a bit more the way I would have a remix of it. So, but it was pretty hard for me to remix it. And also, like, of course, because it's an old song, I didn't get the clean stems and everything. It was, at first, you have to know, like, and it will be a good transition for you. So that, but at first, I asked Calcutta to re-sing the whole song for me.
Okay.
And I wanted to make it like really special, but him singing on it was a bit too sweet, and I needed like something a bit more club. So
Yeah.
it didn't work. But so there is a version on my computer with Calcutta singing the Pino D'Angio song.
Unreleased.
That's crazy. Yes.
discoteca con lo sguardo servente. Mi sono avvicinato, lei già non capiva niente. L'ho guardata, m'ha guardato e mi sono scatenato. Fu il mistero, il mio confronto era statico e imbranato. E poi, che idea? Quale idea? Non vedi che lei non ci sta? Che idea? Quale idea? È maliziosa ma saprà tenere a bada un superuomo come te. Che poi che avresti di speciale che in un altro mondo non c'è.
So that was mid remixing Ma Quale Idea by Pino D'Angio, something like 45 years later, or
Yes.
nearly. And we were talking off air about Calcutta once again. And obviously, your link with Calcutta has become very important. Not only is a guest of your album with a song we're going to listen to in a few minutes, but you also contributed with your production to Relax, the
Yeah,
latest
yeah.
album by Calcutta. So how did this partnership, friendship, and collaboration started?
Actually, like Calcutta and his team contacted me through the label to try to work on this album, and they had in mind me as one of the main producer of the album. And we first tried quickly by Zoom to work on it, just to see if we belong with each other. And I tried something on one song, and it worked pretty well. And I don't really like long distance work, so I came to Bologna
Okay.
to Andrea Soriani studio, who is an amazing mixer and sound engineer. And that was funny because that's music that connected us, because of course I listened to his music before going in studio and accepting this project, and I really liked his music. But I didn't know about these. I didn't know he was that famous.
Yes, he is.
So
He's at stadium level.
I know.
the-
I've seen him performing the songs we've done together in stadiums, and that was really, really beautiful. But yeah, when I arrived in the studio, because he's at the time now he's better in English, but at the time his English was pretty bad.
Okay.
So I got lots of funny videos when we used to talk by Google Translate.
Okay. Well.
Because the thing we both have, we are really precise on what we like or don't like in music. So we really needed to communicate. But the first thing, and that was really, really interesting and really cute, is like when I arrived in the studio for the first time, we said hello. Oh, cool. Hello, how are you? And they were already working on a song. So I just started by doing music. So I was like going to the computer and like, okay, mute that, change that, put that effect on that, and and we
Incredible.
started by doing music.
Very natural.
Really
Because I was also going to ask you if it was a challenge for you to work as a producer for a singer-songwriter, because coming from dance music, maybe it's not always so easy. But maybe not. It wasn't difficult.
Not really, because I'm composing songs too in some songs,
Yeah.
and I worked with other artists for songs. So I'm pretty excited about the song format, and I'm also what was not a challenge is like I love to go in studio and be excited about new projects. For me, the challenge would be to do once again what I've done before. So going there with new music, new musician, a new language too, and a new way of composing song, because in Italy I discovered that the songwriting is like a religion.
It is.
And so I discovered
Much more than in France, I guess.
and coming there, and actually my job, one of my main job on this album was like destroying this religion in a way,
Yeah.
and trying to make it unperfect and fragile, and that's what I've done, and that was wonderful. And actually, what was funny, I was about to tell you that is like when the first time they told me about the way Calcutta and Eduardo works in studio, and they told me like, you will see, he's really hard, and
And it was nothing like
it
that.
takes time to take decision, and he changes his mind, and he's working day and night. And I arrived and I was like, okay, me first, I don't work during the night, so we will not work during the night. And also you will see it will be easy. And I arrived and instantly we were connected like in Wi-Fi, and we started to do music, and we've made this wonderful album which is Relax. So yeah, that was a pleasure, and now we are friends. So
Yeah, and he also returned the favor because he's a guest of your Midnight album.
yeah, that was. I'm so happy he accepted to be part of this album, because as I told you, it's important for me to collaborate when I need something specific. And for this song 9 a.m., which is it's a love song, I thought like, who is the biggest lover and the best love songwriter I know? And for me, the biggest in Europe right now is maybe Calcutta. So I was like, okay, I need him on this song.
Or 15. It's been too many days you've been gone. Don't count me in. I miss your wake, I want to go alone. My birthday wishes were all about the time left together. 3 weeks for sure. We're not part of the deal, I could never. At 9 a.m. every day I think of you, yeah. At 9 a.m. every day I think of you, yeah. It's 10:15. Sorry, I missed it, was on my phone. Fred says hello. He's surfing through his midlife like a star. My biggest wish is to make your memory last forever. This time for sure, I'll set my clock at 9 to remember. At 9 a.m. every day I think of you, yeah. At 9 a.m. every day I think of you, yeah.
sa dimenticato che stasera avevo il cinema.
At 9 a.m. every day I think of you, yeah. At 9 a.m. every day I think of you,
I know my only fault is that I didn't fall. I can disappear and I can stay. I know my only fault is that it's not my fault. I can disappear and I can stay. I know my only fault is that I didn't fall. I can disappear and I can stay.
That's 9 a.m. Mid featuring Calcutta for Midnight, his new album out now on Headbanger. So let's finish this chapter about Italian music. I'm also curious to ask you, we listened to your Pino D'Angio mix, we talked about your collaboration with Calcutta. Is there other Italian music that you like, or any other alive or dead musicians you would have liked to collaborate with? So we're including everything in the history of Italian music.
Actually, I'm not a specialist at all.
Okay.
Actually, to be honest, and I told you earlier, but I discovered that Sanremo existed. I discovered that like when I was working with Calcutta. So I don't really know, but I'm not really precise about the Italian scene. But Calcutta made me a really good present. He gave me a big file of old Italo disco music he digged. So
Wow.
maybe my next some of my next song will be sampling Italo disco. That could be fun.
That's some news.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. Talking about guests, we haven't mentioned another couple of people who are in your album. Let's talk about Carlita.
Yeah.
How did you meet her? Did you actually meet her?
Of course.
personally? Yeah.
All of my collaboration were done in studio. It's really important, especially when it's for my album. I really need this vibe that we were together, and I think we can hear the difference. Carlita, I always followed her. I followed her sets, and she's a really good DJ and producer. And she managed to have this ravey vibe, and she has the DJ precision in her songs. I mean, she's doing stuff that is music that is pop, but also that is like a rave. And so I invited her to my studio, because it's really important for me that we work mostly in my studio, because when you work with my gear, it sounds like my music. It's like using my pencil and my colors.
Yeah.
So she came in the studio, and that was pretty natural. We played around with some synthesizers, and we came with this song. We made two songs, one song for her and one song for me. And that's funny, because those two songs mine is more ravey, so one of my album. Her is more pop, because I think it's maybe what she wanted from me, and that's what I wanted from her. So yeah, that's really interesting, this exchange, and I really like those two songs are out now.
And who's Bethany Home? I never heard about her before. Feature in your record.
Actually, our lawyers told us we cannot tell it.
Oh my God!
But the singer
Are you
is,
serious?
I'm totally serious, because I don't know why she doesn't want to be part of this album, but she's still on it. So she won't, but she doesn't want. Her name is Casey Hill. She's an amazing singer, a folk singer. So if the lawyer want to sue me, her Italian lawyers are listening to me. No, but
No.
I'm telling it because at first I'm really proud she's part of the project, and I'm a big fan of her music. But I think her career plans are not in electronic music, so she doesn't want to be part, and she want to create walls between of frontiers between styles, where I really want to do the total opposite. So, but we went in studio in LA and we made this wonderful song. And I always has been fan of Casey Hill. So yeah. So
Okay. I need to mention Laurent Garnier. We've been playing this remix of him from your track The Weather, which I love. I played it in my show a few years ago. So it needed some hello sooner or later.
It's the best remix I've ever had.
Yeah, there you go. I agree. We agree. So tonight, Spazio Voce in Triennale Milano. Mid is gonna be on the decks.
And we offer you like tickets. I think it's sold out, but we offer you ticket if you send us messages to Radio Raheem.
You're putting us in trouble now.
Okay.
And actually, let's mention that Tommaso Toma is gonna play before your set, and I'm gonna play after your set.
Amazing.
I hope people will stay.
They will stay, yes, of course. How is the night on a Tuesday
On a Wednesday.
In Milano?
It's okay. It's it's not the weekend, but it's okay.
Okay, we're gonna have fun tonight.
Yeah. Is it true that sometimes you sing during your set, or is it only in live sets?
Who said that? No,
I don't know.
No.
I read something.
No. I also perform live. So I'm playing my songs. I have my studio gear on stage. We have like cameras, and it's a whole experience. And so I'm singing my songs. But no. When I'm DJing, I'm following my mentor, Fatboy Slim. No mic.
Perfect. So we're gonna leave you with So High, one of the most party tracks on the album. Best wishes for everything.
Thank you very much.
Gonna listen to you playing and DJing tonight, and thank you for being with us today.
Of course, thank you very much.
Ciao.